Hello and welcome students. Very good morning to all of you. Thank you very much students for visiting my channel. Today we are going to solve question number 12 of exercise 5, that is chapter number 5, admission of a partner. The question itself is given on your screen. Just check it out. See, the capital is given and the P and Q are sharing their profit and losses in 3:2 proportion. Capital is given, provident fund, creditors, land and building, debtors, BDR is there. Stock, cash and goodwill. Goodwill is given in your balance sheet. So such amount of goodwill is going to be distributed among the partners on debit side in partners capital account in old profit sharing ratio. Let us see the adjustment first. R will bring 60,000 as capital in cash. Second adjustment, that is goodwill is valued at 30,000. Students, it is given goodwill is valued at 30,000. The share of R is not given. So first of all, you should have to find out the share of R's goodwill, and then such amount of goodwill is going to be distributed among the partners in sacrifice ratio. As if you can see in adjustment number 8 that we have been provided new profit and loss sharing ratio. So it is compulsory to find out sacrifice ratio to give the effect of your goodwill. The third adjustment, that is R cannot bring his share of goodwill in cash. That's why your journal entry would be partners capital to partners capital. The person whosoever will gain, that person's capital account is going to be debited. Okay, and the person whosoever is going to sacrifice, that person's capital account is going to be credited. Fourth adjustment is value of land and building is 90,000. Just make a tick mark on land and building. Fifth adjustment is bad debt reserve is to be provided at 5% on debtors. We are already been given bad debt reserve, that is 2,000. So just make a tick mark on debtors. Sixth adjustment, that is value of stock is to be reduced by 400. That means the value is going to be reduced 400, which is going to be given effect in your revaluation account. Make a tick mark on stock. Seventh adjustment, that is creditors of rupees 500 are not to be paid. Liability reduces. That's why it is going to be given effect on credit side of your revaluation account. Eighth adjustment, that is new profit and loss sharing ratio of all partners is decided at 5:2:3. As if it has already been discussed that new profit and loss sharing ratio is given, it is compulsory to find out sacrifice ratio for the accounting treatment of goodwill. So let us see the solution. Yes, students. So now as per the question which we have discussed and at the same time the adjustments which we have discussed, on that basis, now we are going to solve the sum. Let's start from the liability side of the balance sheet given in your sum. First of all, capital account is there. That's why we are about to prepare partners capital account. Capital always have credit balance. Okay. So the first thing, that is P's capital, that is 70,000, and Q's capital, that is 50,000 on credit side of partners capital account. That's by balance brought down. Second information, that is provident fund. Provident fund will be recorded to your balance sheet liability side. Provident, that is your liability of the firm. That's why provident fund balance sheet liability side 18,000. Second information, that is your creditors, which is having adjustment. So creditors balance sheet liability side inner column 22,000. Now liability side that has been over. Let's move to the asset side. First information, that is your land and building. Once again, that is having adjustment. So land and building inner column 80,000. Second information, debtors, that is also having adjustment. That's why debtors inner column 22,000. Stock, we are having adjustment. Once again, stock balance sheet asset side inner column 36,000. Cash will be recorded to your cash account. Cash always have debit balance. That's why cash account debit side to balance brought down, the amount would be 4,000. Now students, as per the conversation which has already been done in the earlier lecture, that is regarding the effect of goodwill. Whenever the amount of goodwill is given in your balance sheet, then it is going to be distributed among the partners on debit side in old profit sharing ratio. Here also we have been provided goodwill in your balance sheet, the amount is 20,000. So it is going to be distributed among the partners on debit side of partners capital account to old partners only and in old profit sharing ratio, which is given 3:2. So the amount of 20,000, it has been distributed among P and Q in 3:2 proportion. It comes to 12,000 and 8,000. That means on debit side to goodwill account. So students, assets and liabilities, both the effects that has been over. Let's move to your adjustment. First adjustment, that is what? That R will bring rupees 60,000 as capital in cash. What will be journal entry? Cash comes into your business and R brings such cash into the business. That's why your journal entry would be cash account debit to R's capital account. That's why the effect would be recorded on the debit side of cash account. That's cash account debit to R's capital account 60,000. And same way, on opposite direction, it would be by cash account in R's column, that is 60,000. The amount which is written, that is 60,000 on credit side of partner's capital in R column. Second information, that is goodwill is valued at 30,000. And the third information is R cannot bring his share of goodwill in cash. Bacho, whenever any amount of goodwill which has not been brought by the new partner in cash, we require to distribute such amount in sacrifice ratio. Second point, if the new profit and loss sharing proportion is given in your sum, then to find out sacrifice ratio, it is compulsory to have your calculation. Otherwise what? Suppose NPSR is not given, then old profit sharing ratio would be your sacrifice ratio. Now, let us see the calculation regarding your goodwill. Now, P, Q and R, three partners, old profit sharing ratio, that is given 3:2. New profit sharing ratio, that is 5:2:3. What is R's share? This is R's share. That means what? R's share of profit would be 3/10. We require to find out sacrifice ratio, that is OR minus NR. So old ratio of P, that would be 3/5. Old ratio of Q, that would be 2/5. So now let us find out sacrifice ratio for first of all P. P's old ratio, that is 3/5 minus new ratio 5/10. It comes to LCM 10 and the value will be 6 minus 5. The answer would be 1/10. Sacrifice of P, that is 1/10. Sacrifice of Q, that would be what? Old ratio minus new ratio. Once again, old ratio, that is 2/5. 2/5 minus 2/10. Once again, LCM 10. Multiplication or cross multiplication, or maybe by way of LCM, it would be 4 minus 2. That means the answer comes to 2/10. So, by such answer, your sacrifice ratio comes to 1:2. And the amount of goodwill is going to be distributed among the partners in sacrifice ratio 1:2. Now see, the goodwill of the firm which is given, that is 30,000. This is what? This is goodwill of the firm. So out of this goodwill, you are supposed to find out share of R. That means our share of goodwill would be 30,000 into 3/10. That comes to 9,000. Such amount of 9,000 is going to be distributed among the partners in sacrifice ratio. The journal entry would be R's capital account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account. The answer, the amount would be 9,000 and it has been distributed in 1:2. That's why it is 3,000 and 6,000. The concept regarding accounting treatment regarding goodwill, that has been discussed earlier. So same way, the same journal entry is going to be passed here, and this journal entry is now going to be posted to your partner's capital account. R's capital account is debit and this P and Q's capital account is going to be credit. So we will be having effect of this journal entry on both side of partner's capital account, that means on debit side and credit side both. So now let us see the accounting treatment of your goodwill. See, we are having partner's capital account ready, and such journal entry that is going to be posted to your partner's capital account. Journal entry, R's capital account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account. That means P's capital account and Q's capital account, that is going to be credited. And now same amount is going to be given effect on the credit side. See, journal entry is what? R's capital account debit to P's capital account and to Q's capital account credit. So credit side by R's capital account in P's column and in Q's column, the amount would be 3,000 and 6,000. So students, I hope you have understood properly the accounting treatment of goodwill. This is the main important thing in any of the questions. To give the accounting treatment, whether it is regarding your cash, that means whenever the partner brings certain amount of goodwill in cash, if partner does not bring goodwill in cash, and if the amount of goodwill is in your balance sheet on asset side. So such treatment is most important. Okay, now let us move to your fourth adjustment. Value of land and building is 90,000. See, the amount of land and building is what? 80,000. It has been said that it has been now considered at 90,000. So it is going to be increased by 10,000. So outer column 90,000, increase in the value of land and building. The second effect would be on credit side of your revaluation account by land and building, that is 10,000. Next adjustment, that is bad debt reserve is to be provided at 5% on debtors. This is important, as if the amount of bad debt reserve that is already been given in your balance sheet asset side, the amount is 2,000. But you are not about to calculate anything on 20,000. See, the amount is given on your in your old balance sheet, on your asset side of your balance sheet, 22,000 minus 2,000, that comes to 20,000. You are not supposed to calculate BDR on 20,000. Please remember properly. The amount of 5% BDR is going to be calculated on 22,000. You are supposed to maintain BDR at 5% on 22,000. That means what? 5% of 22,000, it comes to 1,100, and this is the amount which you have to maintain. So by maintaining such amount, the amount of 900, that is going to be reduced. The expenses reduces. That's why it is as per the format also. At the same time, by way of concept, that means expenses reduces. That's why by BDR on credit side of revaluation account, that would be your 900. So students, the effect of BDR can also be understood in a different manner also. Think about your P&L account. On debit side, you are having format, that is bad debt, trial balance, bad debt, adjustment, BDR, adjustment, minus BDR, trial balance. The BDR which was already given earlier, that was old BDR, that was amount 2,000. This BDR which we have calculated, that is of your adjustment. So by deducting such amount, okay, that means 1,100, that is your, as per the format on debit side of P&L account, what would be your main format? It would be BDR, adjustment, minus BDR, trial balance. So by such amount, BDR adjustment 1,100 and BDR trial balance, that is 2,000, sorry. So amount comes to what? Minus 900 on P&L account debit side. So such amount of negative of BDR, that is going to be transferred to your opposite direction of P&L account. That means the amount of 900 will be given effect on the credit side of your P&L account. The same effect is given here. That means revaluation account credit side by BDR, that is 900. By such way, suppose if you want to understand, then that is also a one way to understand such thing. So method is to be calculated and understood as per your conveniency. So BDR is to be recorded on the credit side of your revaluation account. Okay. Now stock. Fixed adjustment, value of stock is to be reduced by 400. Just only reduce stock by 400. 36,000 minus 400. Stock means asset reduces. The amount comes to 35,600 in the outer column. The second effect will be given on debit side of revaluation account as the asset reduces. So stock to stock account on debit side of revaluation account, the amount comes to 400. Next adjustment is what? Creditors of rupees 500 are not to be paid. So now liability reduces. Creditors of rupees 22,000 minus reduction or decrease 500. Outer column amount that comes to 21,500. The second effect will be given on credit side of revaluation account. See, on credit side of revaluation account by creditors rupees 500. So that's it बच्चों, सारी informations record हो चुकी. They have given eighth adjustment, new profit and loss sharing ratio of partners, that is 5:2:3, that we have already calculated for the valuation of your goodwill. Okay, the accounting treatment of the goodwill, that has already been calculated on the basis of new profit and loss sharing proportion. Now all informations that has been over. First step is to close down your revaluation account. Credit side total is more. Just make it out the same total here on debit side of revaluation account. Find out the difference. You will get 11,000. Such amount of 11,000 that is going to be distributed in 3:2, which is your old profit sharing ratio. So by distributing in 3:2 proportion, P's share comes to 6,600 and Q's share that comes to 4,400. This is going to be recorded on the opposite side of your partner's capital account. That means what? On credit side of partner's capital account, by revaluation account, P's amount 6,600 and Q's account that is 4,400. Just make it out total of your partner's capital account. You will get the difference of your partner's capital account P and Q, that is 6,7,600, 52,400 and 51,000, and this would be what? This is called as true balance carried down. This is the balance of your capital. This amount of capital is going to be recorded to your liability side of your balance sheet under the heading capital P, Q and R. Make it out total. The amount comes to 1,71,000. Now the last step is to close down your cash account. Okay, by making total of your cash account on the debit side 64,000, you are not having any amount which has been recorded on the credit side of cash account. So the difference would be same, 64,000. This is your buy balance carried down, and such amount is your debit balance. So it will be recorded to your balance sheet asset side. This would be cash balance 66,000. Make it out total of your balance sheet. It must have to be tallied, and the total comes to 2,10,500, 2,10,500. So students, I hope you have understood properly and you don't have any kind of problem regarding the understanding of your this question, and you have understood all the adjustments properly. Just concentrate on the goodwill related transaction, and that will be most important for any of the other questions. So students, question number 11, exercise question number 11 and question number 13, that is in your homework. Same questions are there. Just go through it, and if you find any problem or difficulty, message me. Thank you very much students. Have a nice time. Have a good day. Take care. Be safe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.